Hold up, big baby. Yeah, yeah. Whew. We do it all for the culture. Artists, business owners, yeah. You can forget what they told you. We the ones taking over, yeah. This for the grown and sexy. This for the ones who flexing. This for the people that keep it 100, yeah. This for the ones investing. Ain't no judgment here. We spreading nothing but love in here. Entrepreneurs to thugs in here. We got it out of the mud in here, yeah. Comedy podcast intertwined with some realism. This who they call on. Do me a favor, get out your feelings and put your big girl drawers on. What up, Lele?
Hey guys, Lele Marie here with another amazing episode of Put Your Big Girl Draws On Comedy Podcast with the one and only unofficial member of the B&O family as well. Let me put that out there. And one of the freestyle kings of San Antonio. I'm gonna throw that in the mix of the name
tell
too.
them all of that.
TreTre BoutThat in the building, y'all.
BoutThat.
Man, go ahead
We
and
up
turn
in here. B&O up in here.
Okay.
San Antonio up in here.
Shout out to the Gorilla Drink too.
Gorilla Drink is up in here. Yeah.
Yeah. B&O just came out with his own Gorilla Drink.
Say, man, support a black business and buy some Gorilla Drink, man.
Just support the movement in total. We just a big old family.
Any slogan we can take advantage of to make more money, though, kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Support black business, support small-owned businesses, whatever we want to put a title on so that you know we doing it and this is us and you should get some because it's really damn good.
Really damn good, man. How you doing today? You feeling
Man,
good? I'm happy you're here. And we finally up in the actual studio
I'm
here
feeling
too.
gifted and uplifted. You know what I'm talking about?
Gifted bars.
Hell yeah.
Bars,
I'm
you know
feeling
what I'm
gifted
saying?
and uplifted up in here.
Bars.
Hell yeah.
And man, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. You are the first official artist that I've had in the studio.
Right on.
So round of applause.
And it's official.
To you.
It look good.
Official. And I know
good.
y'all see the band in the
Backdrops,
back.
Microphones,
Everything.
EQ.
Everything is lit up in here.
Yeah.
And now that you hear me personally, I want to say congratulations on getting off of parole. I know it's been a few months. I know it's been a round of applause. Go ahead.
We are fresh off parole, man.
And you made that into an album.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
go ahead and tell us how being on parole inspired you to do that album.
I didn't have no choice but to keep rapping.
Right.
Because I had violated on parole and came home and I wasn't really rapping before that because I was just trying to get my shit right and maintain.
Right.
And so when I got out, it was like, nigga, you know you ain't got no choice but to do this shit at the same time.
Right.
And basically, the album, all bullshit aside, now that it's over, I can say it, I don't give a damn. The album was really about how I maintained in the streets.
Right. You ain't got to know.
And made it off parole.
And still got your head on straight. And that's the big part.
Like, man, say, I had to do some wild shit to maintain because I was trying to do it the square way, they way. I'm glad I actually got the opportunity to say it on your platform. I was trying to do it they way.
Right.
And their way fucked me.
Right.
Like 2 times.
Right.
After I had served time, like calendar years.
Right.
So when I came home the last time, it was like, you know what? I'm going to just get away with it. And it might sound fucked up, but it's just an example of how parole push your ass back into the street.
And not even
You know
that,
what I'm
being
saying?
in the system and being locked up, you know what I mean, especially for quite a bit of time, you learn a lot of stuff. Like, you learn in and outs of the system.
You learn
especially being in
trades, you
prison.
get educations, you get some college if you want it, if you're there long enough.
Right. High
You
school
get all
diploma,
that.
all
High
of
school
it.
diploma, GED. I went in there, I became an electrician in that bitch. I ain't even finna lie.
I know that's
I
right.
went to school like a motherfucker. And I had asthma, so they couldn't make me work even if they wanted to.
Right.
All my jobs was fly jobs where I don't get dirty. I was cutting niggas' hair. I'm putting parts in niggas' heads.
Right.
I ain't supposed to.
Oh,
I
you
don't
be
give a
cutting
fuck.
hair?
Yeah, I'm live with the Clippers. My nigga Boss and my nigga Greg the Barber, they official.
Right,
barbers.
Greg the Barber, yeah.
But
Greg,
I'm
shout out to
in the
Greg the
penitentiary,
Barber.
I'm a penitentiary barber. Live penitentiary. I'm talking about comb and razor, a fool.
Did you
Rap
have a-
the Clippers, do the fool.
Did you have a penitentiary barber name?
Nah, I've always been TreTre.
Just TreTre?
When we was in high school, I was trying to spell my name and call myself TRE. But after that, I was always just TreTre.
Right.
Tried to like come up with a million different abbreviations for it. Nothing ever stuck. It was like, nigga, you Trey.
You
TreTre.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know.
It just stuck like Chuck.
Some names are just nicknames. You can't change them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
I know that's right, because I've had Lele for years.
Forever.
Years. And red I've had since the day I was born because of my...
Yeah, and in the
My
type
hair.
of city that we in, no front, this one of them cities where it's okay for you to wear your baby name forever.
Yeah.
It's niggas out here
They rather call you your baby name than
they
your real
mamas
name.
is 50, 60 years old. People still like, hey, where Cookie at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where
like,
Bam
real
Bam
talk,
at?
where Nene at? Mama, 60 years, a 60-year-old woman come outside. That's Nene? But down here, that's normal. To the next person from
Right.
somewhere else carrying your baby name might not be the shit like that, but I'm probably be TreTre forever.
Forever. Well, as far as we know, it's stuck like Chuck.
It's stuck like Chuck. It's my real name anyway.
That's your name, TreTre?
Not TreTre, but Trey.
But Trey?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
repeating it. My mama used to just say it outside a lot. Motherfuckers heard it and they would say it to mock me.
Right.
And then it just became my name.
Right. You ain't mock 'em back. You'll be like, well, at least my mama don't call me such and such.
Oh, yeah, all of that kind of shit. Niggas will dig deep. Niggas start talking real personal shit. Nigga might squabble out there. It start over some petty shit. Bro.
Right.
Yeah,
well, mama, he called me and he said you called me, so mama had to step out there and whoop
Man,
him.
everybody's mama done some embarrassing ass shit that led to them having to go in the nigga mouth.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And if your mama didn't, man, you blessed. Because everybody I know, they mama did at least one thing to have somebody talk some shit they wouldn't tolerate. On God, have your ass out there squabbling. Win, lose, or draw. They ain't finna talk shit about your mama.
And even if you did get your ass whooped, your mama finna whoop your ass for losing that fight.
You lumped up your mama and you gonna fight that nigga again.
Right.
Yeah. You're like, what
Round
the fuck,
two.
nigga? I did
Round
this shit
two.
for you. What do you mean gonna fight him again? You see
Right.
that I lost?
Right.
Shit make you
But
tough.
yeah, man, I just want to tell you face to face, congratulations on for being parole.
Give me some dab.
Bam. I mean, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it's hard. It's really hard being on parole. And I know especially when it comes to getting the job and maintaining, because you got to pay parole. I'm pretty sure you got to pay community service, all of that.
Biggest setup for failure, kinfolk, is all them extra ass classes.
Right. Because you
You
have
could
to
try
pay
to
for
do
them.
all that square shit that they ask you to do, kinfolk.
Mm-hmm.
And when they come with them bitch ass classes, they always fall in line with the time that a nigga with a trade or a skill or some shit that you done got in prison that they gave you, that they told you to take flight in the world with. Man, you'll try to utilize that trade and they'll throw a monkey in your shit, monkey a wrench in your shit.
Right, just
go to
because
this
your
class.
background. Yep.
Right in it, and you be like, damn, let's work around it. They be like, nah. So me, that last time when I came home, like I said, it's over with, so now I can say, man, I did what I had to do to get up off that bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I maintained all the classes, I did all that shit, but I had to pay my rent without a job.
I know that's right.
You see what I'm saying? You see what kind of position that they put you in?
Yep.
Like, fuck parole.
And we say
It's
that
a
with our
blessing and a
chest.
curse at the
We
same
say that with our
time, man.
chest.
Fuck parole.
For real, like, yeah, ain't no going back. I know
Ain't
that's
no going
right.
back to jail.
And if so, they
That
gonna have to
shit
catch us.
over. That shit over.
They gonna have to catch us. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you being here. Thank you for taking the time out. I know that we had to reschedule, but like I said, it was definitely for a good cause. We are here in Laylay's Boom Boom Room Radio, coming soon. Most definitely, I can't wait.
Man, this is Laylay's Boom Boom Room right here.
That's what I
Goddamn
said.
me. We
My
doing
sanctuary.
It. Yeah.
My home.
Yeah.
My peace. Yeah, it's
You
dope.
goddamn right.
It's dope out here. But speaking of music, were you writing music when you were locked up? Like, do you have some tracks that you came home and dropped?
Man, you know, real talk, I ain't even trying to front or cap.
Right.
Kinfolk, I wrote 14 albums, like whole idea albums.
Damn.
And you know what's crazy? I still came home and recorded new shit.
And recorded them?
Nah, man, only a couple of the songs that I've even got put out and published is music I wrote in jail.
Right.
Not even because of the relevance, but because when I was first learning how to record, I was first finding my sound, and I was first getting in tune with engineers that's lit.
Right.
I didn't want to record the hottest shit in practice mode.
Right.
I wanted to have,
and see, and like when I was listening to your song Sliding earlier, you know what I mean? I was jamming it. I was at work. I was like, okay, we banging TreTre about that.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? When I was sitting there listening to the words, like, and this is a compliment. To me, you remind me of Jadakiss, which is cool because
Damn,
that.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You that's who you sounded like to me in a little bit. I was like, because you got that Jadakiss flow, and that's really old school, and a lot of people don't have that kind of flow.
Yeah.
And that goes along with your freestyle as well. Which my boy does have a freestyle video out that has how many views?
Man, it's got 3 million, but it's got 3 million. I'm proud of it.
You proud of it?
Hell yeah, I'm proud of it.
I would be too. I'll be like, I need the copyrights and everything to it.
Nah, see, and that's the thing. Like,
I need the copyrights
I love
right
the
now.
fact. Well, see, because YouTube 3 million views ain't a whole grip like that. But like, the thing about it for me is that like we was kids. It was completely organic. We didn't plan it. And like, word to anybody who was there that remember, we was actually telling that nigga who had the camera to cut that bitch off.
Right.
We was out there doing dead motherfucking wrong.
Right. Shout out to Miss JoJo. Jonisha was there.
Hell yeah, goddamn me.
But how old were you?
I was 16.
What middle school? Shout out.
Nah, we was in high school. We was at Warren.
Oh, y'all was at Warren.
We was at
in high
Warren.
school.
Hell yeah, I was in high school. We was at Warren.
Okay.
Yeah, we was doing the
Do you even remember, like, how did that video even come into surface? Like,
well, I have to remember because I be having to recant about it a lot. But man, I remember the main thing was that like me, Kevon, and it was like two other people who was like telling that nigga to put the camera the fuck away.
Right.
Like, cause you know it was only in 2006, and then he edited it and he dropped it and he did all this special shit, and it was out by like 07 or whatever.
Right.
But man, we was telling that nigga, bro, put the camera away. You gonna get us fucked over. It's niggas on the campus, got money they can't explain.
Right.
They pulling out weed. They rolling up. So when they walk across the street, they doty already ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, cut the fucking camera off.
There's too many crimes. There's too much logic going around here.
But we out here rapping and it's fun. And he chopped that bitch up so right on the real. That nigga chopped that hoe up the way in a dope with him.
Do you remember who recorded it?
Yeah, his name was Michael. He called himself Toxic now. Shout out to Toxic.
Toxic, that's how
he's an honest motherfucker, ain't he? He an honest motherfucker.
Yeah,
I would never cut what, but I love him though, man. Say that nigga showed me not to be scared of the camera. I used to be one of them niggas like, if you want to hear me rap, you got to catch me at the cypher.
Right, and you went hard on that freestyle. You went hard. I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times back to back. I was like, you know what? I need to make me a hard rap freestyle.
Man, say that shit was dope. And then like my boy Kevon, at the time, he actually gave a fuck about rapping. You know, as we get older, niggas, you know, their interests change.
Right.
But we used to really, and our thing was like, we battling every time we rap together, but we not battling.
Right.
Like, we just seeing who can really kick the best shit. And that shit was sharpening iron like a motherfucker.
Right.
Like, it was to the point where niggas would come from other schools.
Damn.
And try to battle us and shit and put money on it and not, man.
Like a talent show. You remember we used to have talent shows back in school and they don't even do talent shows
I'm talking about opening cans of whoop ass though. We not losing, fam.
Making them beats at lunch, man.
We not losing.
Beatboxing at lunch, man. Those were the days, man.
Yeah.
The kids don't understand about, man, them days were the best.
See, the thing about it now, and no front, it's a lot of motherfuckers in San Antonio rapping. You could create that energy with adults as well. If you were entertaining and you were an artist, nigga, that's just what you is.
Right.
You claim you a rapper to me, I might just walk up on you.
Wait.
Nigga, kick something. Nigga, you said you go hard. Nigga, what's up?
Right.
Don't freeze. Nigga, kick that shit.
Right.
Even if you done wrote it and you done practiced it a couple times and that's all you can remember because you're not a freestyle rapper. Motherfucker, just do it.
Right.
Hell yeah. Yeah. That shit ain't changed. Even in prison, that shit ain't changed.
And I've gotten that question too. They're like, well, Layla, you have a comedy podcast. Like, why do you do a lot of artists? And my
rappers are goofy.
Well, yeah,
because rappers are fucking goofy.
You know what I mean? That put the icing on the cake. But my thing is too, I'm very big on music. I love music. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just there's something about different kind of music, different flows of music, different beats, like the karaoke, how it all is. Like I just
okay. True or false? Name a person that you honestly think is a good motherfucker that when you cut some music on, it don't change their mood in some type of way. Everybody I know that can't be moved by music whatsoever,
right?
They motherfuckers I don't even be around,
right?
Because music moves that many people on a common basis to where damn near everybody you around, you could cut it off.
We can't get jiggy with this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't get jiggy with this. And that's my thing. Like, and I'm a Libra, so we're very, peaceful people, you know what I mean? And we love music. It brings us harmony. So, like, and I love different kind of music. Like, you do the freestyle, you know what I mean? You're very big on freestyling. Like, I'm pretty sure if I put a beat on right now, you'll murder it.
Yeah, see, my thing about the freestyling, that be the quickest way, at least now, to, like, actually make motherfucking money off of rap. Is to, like, make a motherfucker just put their money where their mouth is or, like, do a show. Because, man, this streaming money be coins. You could drop a lot of hot-ass songs and stream a bunch. Fam, advertisement, promo, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Right.
And it turned out to be, like, 40-something thousand on the Spotify, fam. There wasn't no money when a nigga looked at that bitch.
Right.
It wasn't no money. And I mean, to some people, they like 50,000. Tre, what is that? It's like, shit, nigga, it's 50,000.
Right.
If you was to sell 50,000 individual tapes for $1, you would have $50,000.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the streaming industry don't work like that. So you got to find any kind of way to make your talent make some money. And for me, my talent make money battling niggas. Put your bread where your mouth at.
And don't you have a freestyle battle coming up?
Yeah, it is. On the real, it's on a Thursday. You know what I'm saying? We club going up on a Thursday. We stopped doing it on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Party going up.
Yeah, on a Thursday. You know what I'm talking about? And shit, like, man, on the real, I don't know who exactly is signed up or who is trying to get in it. I don't know even all of the openings or none of that. I just knew that it was a cash prize and somebody that I was acquainted with, that I'm cool with, I fucks with, I know their music, they know my music. they hosted it.
Right.
So I'm like, let's do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be fun. And it's other shows, like, I mean, not shows, but other performances that ain't got nothing to do with the battle. It's gonna be people up there just rapping their ass off, letting you hear their songs in between or before or after. The way that they got it mixed up, I know it's gonna be live because they got an expansive mind.
Right, because I remember the first rap battle that I had got to notice with you and Sin, which was a dope battle right there. Scooter Bang,
Man,
shout out to Scooter Bangs, man.
On a real Scooter Bang, man.
Scooter Bangs.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
And shout out to Sin, man. That was a
Shout out to
live.
Sin, man. They threw a monkey wrench in there, man. They ain't give us no beats.
And then just straight microphone and just everybody.
I say, nigga, this is not Harlem. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
It ain't Harlem.
Cut them. And then you know what was crazy? After we would be done going all around, Kimpo, these niggas will cut some music on.
Yep. And
nigga, I almost did a backflip in that hole.
But it was lit. Scooter Banks was lit that night. It was a packed house.
It was fun in the motherfucker.
It was, you know what I mean? The Gorilla Drinks were there. Of course, you know what I mean? We had the Gorilla Drinks in the house.
We was on our best shit.
I got to meet you. I got to meet a few more great artists. It was just a really all in all dope event. And it was a freestyle event. That's why I had to attend, because I love music and freestyle. You know, I love me a little good freestyle challenge. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. On the real, competition sharpens you. And as much as motherfuckers might try to negate from freestyling or not even attempt to or whatever, that shit sharpens your wordplay and it forces you to use words you're not accustomed to using if you challenge yourself, to where when you grab the paper, you'll write something and you'll get your message across even better than you ever have before you started practicing with the freestyle.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to get your point across faster. Write your shit faster. Be done in the studio faster. But everybody's different, and everybody don't practice.
Right, and everybody works at a different pace.
Michael Jordan practiced, though.
Oh, yeah, Michael Jordan practiced.
Kobe Bryant practiced, though.
Man, and shout out to the San Antonio Spurs for getting the #1 draft pick. Did you see that? You watch basketball?
Say, we got that tall motherfucker.
Yeah, we
This
do.
the thing about the tall nigga, man. The tall nigga can shoot.
Yep.
The tall nigga gon' dunk.
Yep.
I done seen him swat a couple niggas shit. You know he gonna swat some shit.
We got the next LeBron James on our team.
Man, that nigga is something else.
Right, we gonna be
That
crucial.
Nigga is something else.
We definitely
and then Pops gonna groom him up right to where his bones don't get all beat up and bruised up. You know, Pops will let a nigga just sit down.
And you know, Parker and Duncan's still around too to coach it and to be there. I think it's gonna be pretty dope, man.
I honestly believe the opportunity to draft that dude was one of the main reasons he continued to even coach after Murray burnt out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what talent is
and
here to
especially
rebuild with?
when Kawhi had left too, which was a trip.
Man, Kawhi leaving was an example that not everybody can be pushed the same way to get the results you want.
Right.
Just because they're capable of getting the results don't mean that you're going to be able to use the same tactics on them that you used on the last nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My pops used to tell me, you can do whatever you want, but you probably can't do it however the fuck you want to.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
There's a difference, right. There's levels to it.
It's levels to it.
There's levels to it. So
you can't handle that Cali nigga like that. Try to make that nigga play through injuries. He's from the ghetto. He don't give a fuck.
I play through injuries.
That nigga not finna hurt himself for y'all. He done already got the check.
All right. I know that's right. And as soon as he get that check, he gone. He burnt. See ya. So, where do you see your music taking you? Like, of course, I know you still are pursuing the music, but what is your next level for your music career?
Man, you know what, on the real, my next level is at least doubling what I did last year.
Right.
If I did 50 last year, I could do 100 this year. That's really the main thing. And trying to perfect the way to turn this shit into money outside of streams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shows is live. Maybe we'll book a gazillion of them hoes and just do shows all motherfucking fall.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or maybe we'll keep battling
and
making niggas put their money where their mouth is. But for sure, as far as like pushing the music, the main goal is to just double up.
Right.
And then the year after that, we're going to double up. And we're going to look up and we're going to be going platinum real soon.
So are you working on a few projects?
Man,
what's the project? What's the word on the projects, man?
I ain't going to front. I'm kind of goofy. But like I'm stuck between two titles. You know what I'm saying? But I got material. Like I dropped a snippet for Car 6.
Okay.
I dropped a little snippet for Hold On. You know what I mean? I'm working on something with BNODG, and I finished working with Boss Trip as well.
Shout out to Boss Trip and BNODG.
So we working, and but I'm stuck between two titles. I'm thinking I'm gonna either call it 210% or buy a pistol in your name for me.
I like that 210% because that's you know what I mean. It's a 210, and that'd be a dope. That's actually a dope album name. I'll give you credit for that. That's actually a dope album.
I usually don't name the tape. Most people be like, have a title for the tape first, and then, you know, wrap your material around the title. And I'd be like, man, I really want to name this hoe after I'm done.
Right.
It's easier to describe what you've heard after it's already made and you can hear it as a complete project.
Right.
Instead of trying to live up to a name, you give it a name after it already fucking exists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then halfway through the project, you're going to want to change the name again, and again, because you done thought up with so many more ideas.
Whole time a motherfucker had his baby mama pregnant, he was like, oh, we're going to name the baby Demetrius. That was my uncle name. I love that nigga. Then when the baby pop out, you look at him, you immediately want to give him a Bible name. It just changed. You know what I'm saying? So
look at Matthew. You
yeah,
see
like
what I'm
goddamn, yeah. So
look at Luther.
So we're just gonna continue to create. When we sitting around 15, 18, 20 songs,
right?
We're gonna say, oh well, this, but it'll most likely be called 210%.
So do you have a goal, like how many projects you do want to drop this year versus last year?
Actually, nah. Last year I had wanted to make up for lost time and just drop as many as I could, you know, get opportunity to perfect.
Right.
But this year, I really want to push the songs.
Right. And I'll give you your flowers because you've been doing a lot this
Yeah,
year.
like,
you know what I mean? Especially when you got off parole, you were like, oh, man. You know
why
what I mean?
not?
No, why not? You know what I mean? You went donkey with it.
Having an extensive catalog don't really do you good past, you know, being able to snatch each song and push it as much as you want and choose which direction you gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga just keep recording and recording and recording and recording and recording and recording and recording. And you fuck around and you ain't pushing no material and you just hoping that motherfuckers hear you in the process of busting your ass in the studio. Nah,
right.
You gotta pick which song you think is the hottest 2, 3, 5, 7.
Right.
And push them hoes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
So what do you do with the songs coming from a non-artist? What do you do with the songs that you don't put on an album? Do you save up for like another album, or do you just release them, or like how do you go about that?
They wind up just stuck in the iCloud.
Just high up in the sky,
stuck in the iCloud.
Just
yeah,
floating.
if most of the time, if I recorded a song and I absolutely didn't like it, I'm probably finna take a couple punchlines that was admirable,
right.
and I'm just gonna move on.
Right.
You know, players fuck up too, but y'all ain't gotta hear all of them.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So do you have any artists that you're currently working with? I know you said Boss Trip, B&O, DG. Who else do you?
Man, you know I gotta grab my cousin Ace Boogie, Black Mexico.
And shout out to Ace Boogie. He's actually
get in the booth
right
with
now.
me. Yeah, man. He jumped on that hook on that You See That and did his goddamn thing. I didn't tell him what to rap or none of that shit. He wrote that shit out and was like, let's do this. And that shit was live. It gave me a whole topic to rap the fucking song around.
Right.
That shit was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like if a good quarterback throw you the ball with some distance, and even though it's a defender right there, he put it right in that perfect spot, you'll burn
And
that
you gonna catch it.
You
and
touchdown?
Who?
Ace Boogie Black Mexico threw a nigga a touchdown.
I know that's right. So when do you plan on dropping that one?
Shit, that hoe's already streaming.
It's already
streaming. It's called You See That, featuring Black Mexico.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to check
It's
that
on the
one out.
first Fresh Off Parole album.
Okay, and you do have a part 2, right?
Yes,
Fresh
the
Off Parole
part two. The part two is current. That just dropped in late February. You know what I'm saying? It's been circulating for about 3 months, and it's doing good. It's sitting on like 6,000 on Apple Music. I kind of stopped investing my money into Spotify. They kind of fuck you. But
yeah, I don't think a lot of artists really too much mess with Spotify.
Spotify kind of fuck you.
Right.
For real. And they got all this access for niggas to buy streams.
Right.
And then, you know, fuck that.
But don't want to give the money for your streams.
Yeah. Like the coin per on Apple Music is better. YouTube is better. But, I mean, Spotify, it's cool. It's like a radio station more so.
Right. And me and you actually have an event coming up on the 25th at Variety Lux.
Yeah.
I know it's a battle.
Yeah.
It's a battle, and I know you're going to be performing. I'm going to be hosting interviews, so, of course, I'm going to be out there. The Gorilla Drink is going to be out there. It's going to be a
that's
night.
next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Well, not next Thursday. This coming Thursday because it's already Friday.
Yeah, I was about to, yeah, on the 25th. Yeah, that one's going to go hard at Variety Lux. It's going to be lit. You gonna tear the house down?
I'm gonna burn a nigga ass up.
You gonna burn ass? You gonna do a few tricks on stage?
I ain't gonna front, man. I'm good at talking shit, And even if when we battle, I don't talk shit about you specifically, I'm gonna razzle dazzle and rap so spectacular that you're not gonna be able to fuck with my vernacular. And that's just how I get on. I'll make a nigga look like a clown all the way to the ground, Bobby Brown. Goddamn me. So you can jump out there if you want to, or you can just volunteer your money and give
I'm
up.
gonna need to write the verses down.
You can just volunteer now and just go ahead and jump the fuck up out of this shit.
Right. And shout out to everybody tuning in right now. Shout out to Wifey. Wifey's tuning in right now.
Wifey at the house.
Shout out to Wifey. I heard you cooking. Some good chicken, man.
She was in the zone when it was time to burn off, and she was like, you know what? I
gotta make sure my baby come home to a hot cooked meal.
Is that what it is, man? Say I'm blessed.
I'm very blessed.
I'm blessed.
Not too many men go home to a very hot, fresh cooked meal nowadays. And I'm sorry, ladies, but it's true.
Same.
It's true. Most men don't.
A lot of niggas ain't getting out here and doing nothing to make them feel like they tired. Motherfuckers see you, they feel like you don't need the nutrients because the nigga been chilling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga get out there, work hard, come back, arms swelled up.
Right.
Looking like a nigga been working, doing something. They be like, damn, let me feed this motherfucker. Let me make sure this nigga, you know what I'm saying, got the beanie weenies that he need. You know what I'm talking about? But
beanie weenies.
Nah, it ain't.
The beanie weenies.
Some poor man food is good food regardless whether you broke or rich.
Right. So do you, and a question for you, since you are a good man, and I will say that clearly, do you think it's true that a man is supposed to lead the woman in a relationship?
Yeah, but it's certain shit that a man should have the right not to give a fuck about.
Right.
Which means that in that specific area of life that it pertains to, wifey got to get that. And in certain areas of life that it pertains to where it's already understood, nigga, you got to get that. You a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, you got to lead. Right. And it's mainly example. It ain't bumping. It's mainly example.
Yeah, lead by example. Teaching her the game, basically.
Yeah. Or just teaching her how to coexist with you and function.
Right. Learn you how like you learning her.
Yeah.
Type of deal. Yeah.
And teach her how masculine men kill with kindness. Masculine men can kill with kindness. When you start to learning how to be masculine and kill with kindness at the same time, I ain't finna lie.
Right.
You become a badass nigga.
So what do you think killed a lot of feminine in the women?
What killed a lot of feminine in the women is watching their mama go through that 1990s shit.
The freaknik?
Not even the freaknik. I'm talking about.
Ooh, the freaknik.
I'm talking about the lack of masculine presence, to where when masculine presence is in the vicinity, it's either a challenge or it's just a fuck.
Right.
And that's something that we gotta change. But us men, we're slowly trying. But I would like to ask a lot of the women that's watching to stop all wanting the same nigga. And also
get their own.
To remember that we're not them niggas from the 90s and the early 2000s that put you through them changes. We're not your daddies. We're not your uncles. We're not your big brothers who was tripping.
And that's the thing I was going to say. Do you think a lot has to do with it? Because back in the 90s, there was a lot of two-parent households versus nowadays, there's mostly single-parent households. Do you think that also has a lot to do with it?
Single-parent households is the main thing that's got to do with it. But there's a responsible way for people to break up, still intermediate, have a kid, and show that kid both aspects of love from a masculine point and a feminine point from a mother and a father.
Right.
But what fucks it up a lot of the times is that our feelings are still there, and we're still fucked up about it.
Right.
And that shit reflects on how we handle a motherfucker with a child most times. And when that's third generation, because you talking about the crack era.
Right.
When everybody's daddy was getting high or hustling off people getting high or jobs was scarce.
Or hustling and doing it at the same time.
You talking about the 90s when niggas got brainwashed with the gangbanging and everybody was dying and it was just less daddies. It's a lack of dudes being around.
Right.
Chicks are fucking outnumbering dudes, especially dudes like us, like hip-hop oriented dudes, ghetto oriented dudes, niggas who like to stay flying rock chains, whether they're gonna like do some super gangster shit or not. But that whole imagery it's a lack of dudes in that area, and that's what women are attracted to. But niggas who live like this go to jail.
Right.
Niggas like me go to jail.
Right.
We get right after we come home from jail because we bucking, we ain't listening to a bitch ass thing.
Right.
And what that does is, you don't want to say it out loud, but I'll say it for you.
Right.
It make y'all lose respect for us.
Right.
Even though y'all know we deserve it, y'all done seen us fuck up in a way that's so detrimental, you not letting us make it on that shit.
Right.
But sometimes it be second generation because it only be some shit you seen your mama go through.
Your mom, yep.
You seen your auntie go through. You seen your sister go through. When you finally get a decent nigga who just happens to fit the protocol, but he doing other shit.
You push him away. Yep.
Or maybe it's just a challenge for y'all to learn how to coexist.
Right.
But either way, all that relationship shit, it leads to people losing track of the child.
Right.
And what's best for the child. And once that happens, you know, whoever got the best mouthpiece for the judge win.
Right. And communication is also key to me in a lot of relationships too, because I feel like a lot of people aren't even grown, are even grown enough to sit down and have a grown conversation without the yelling, the arguing. I feel like communication is key.
Man, you know what? I'm glad I'm on here with you to say this and say it to a lady.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel like dudes and women should sit together and watch sports debates. Because that's one of the only places that I see dudes be constantly masculine and have that vigor and have that vigor in that motherfucking.
Look, there go the masculine part right there. He about to.
But and the back and forth in the conversation and the disagreement.
The disagreement.
The thing I like about watching sports debates, man, I never seen a man and a woman disagree in such a graceful way.
Right.
They put the emotion in it, the feeling in it. You can tell that they mad. They might raise their voice. One get high, one get low. And then when it's all over and done with, they giggling and shit. You be like, damn, I need to learn how to get it, baby, like that.
Right.
But me and my wife, we mastered it.
Right.
We mastered it.
Mm-hmm.
For real. We can disagree with each other at a maximum level and not get in our feelings to the point where
right, or at least communicate to where you understand where your partner coming from in that kind of sense. Right.
Yeah. But the lack of the ability to do that at a young age is what causes all these little kids to be, how you had started asking me what leads to that displacement and that lack of respect and whatnot.
Right.
It's all of that shit in the beginning, before motherfuckers learn that, because they didn't have a seed before they learned that.
Right.
That first seed come before you learn that. So,
right.
And that's how that happens.
So being an artist in the rap industry, do you think a lot of this music has to do with a lot of influence on relationships nowadays too?
I feel like people who let music influence them past partying and chilling and having a good time is tripping with themselves.
Right.
Because this is a motherfucker telling you their story. Don't let their story affect you like that.
Right, when you have your own story.
You got your own story.
You got your own
Don't
story.
let this artist's story affect you like that. Yeah, it's supposed to touch you somewhere. Pac touch me.
Right.
Nas touch me. Goddamn Soulja Slim in them.
Right, we got the future Jadakiss right here. You see what I'm saying?
But man, my nigga, you can't let that shit affect you. And you know what's sad though? A lot of us is watching the youngsters be even worse than we were, and even worse than the 90s niggas were. And it's like, bro, they're just telling stories. Even if he did it or not. You ain't gotta do that shit just to be alive, nigga.
Right.
All the niggas selling the most records don't even do that shit.
Right.
The niggas selling the most records don't do that shit, kinfolk.
Right.
And even if it is a part of your past and you got away with it, you know, talk about it, get jazzy, talk shit on the mic. But they letting it affect the way that they actually get on.
Right.
You know, it's really affecting the way that they get on. Like, I noticed as I got older, niggas don't even glorify the legendary hustlers. They don't talk about the niggas getting money.
Right.
They don't talk about the niggas pulling up foreign, chains, all that. They talk about the niggas committed the most recent murder.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with them?
Right. They try to put together like Nipsey Hussle or NBA Youngboy. Two different kind of categories, you know what I mean? Like way different. Like you gotta stop comparing all the rappers to the same, because some of these rappers are actually trying to tell life stories. The other ones is just for clout.
Man, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. As a grown-ass man, am I supposed to sit back and relive all the shit I just escaped to prove that I'm really about that? My resume already say it. I'm rapping about it. I'm telling you.
Right.
Living for what?
Right. And not even that, like Jeezy said, street cred. Street cred ain't gonna get you nowhere. It don't matter how many times you mess up, who really gonna be there for you in the streets?
Say, shout out to my big brother Tony. He had put me on some hip-hop history. When I asked him where resume checking started, it never affected me because I fucked up so young. It was obvious that I'm really gonna do something. I really done did something. I'm really out here. I'm not scared for real.
Right.
But he had reminded me that resume checking started when 50 Cent and T.I. was the hottest niggas rapping.
Right.
T.I. was going to a nigga hood.
Right.
Pulling up. Nigga ain't beat his ass and knock his teeth out his mouth and teach him that rap shit is just rap.
Right.
And that you can't pull up over here disrespecting us.
Right.
50 Cent on a Ja Rule, dead motherfucking ass. We still don't know all the history behind that, but the resume checking.
Right.
The resume checking, that's what led to that. A lot of niggas feel like they can't even rap about it or talk about it unless they done got some validation.
Right, like did something for the streets or they homeboys or took a charge or sold some drugs, yeah.
And it'd be like, boy, only if you knew how many of these rappers from the 90s that opened the door for this gangster rap shit to make millions that did not do that shit.
At all.
Them niggas ain't do that shit.
At all.
Them 90s rappers was not doing that shit.
Like Jay-Z, he could sit here and still be talking about moving bricks and stuff. That boy ain't touched a brick in years. That man ain't touched a brick in years.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't done the mostest of history on that man.
Right.
But I don't know what he done did. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Those could all just be great stories. That nigga been rapping since 96.
Yep. One of the greatest to ever do. I don't care. Jay-Z is a GOAT in the rap game. To me, he is a GOAT.
Yeah.
He's a GOAT.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying he could talk about all of this and he ain't even got to touch it. He haven't even touched it in years.
See, this the thing. We could say he ain't touched it in years, but me, to you, to whoever watching, I don't know if that nigga ever done that shit before.
Right.
And neither do none of us that's watching or anything. So it's
Right.
like, these niggas is holding themselves to an unrealistic standard.
Right.
It's like, nigga, either you was born into it and you wasn't sworn into it, or you can just go be regular and enjoy the fact that the world is different and being yourself is cool now.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you do rap, just be yourself. You know what I mean? Quit trying to copy this one to do that one or copy this one idea to get off of this flow. Like, just be yourself. You know what I mean? Be unique. Be you. That's what takes you the farthest. Like, and that even goes for us podcasters. Be yourself. You know what I mean? Just be true to you. That's all it takes at the end of the day.
Just be determined to accomplish your mission.
Right.
And don't half step on your damn self. For real.
Right.
Whether it's rapping, podcasting, any of that shit. Right. Even if it's at a motherfucking job and you just determined to be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Just go hard, you'll be alright.
Right.
And if you getting bullshitted, you'll know when you getting bullshitted, you grown. Step the fuck on and go hard somewhere else.
Right. I know that's right. Either move around or do what you got to do. Step
Yeah.
it up. Step it up. So speaking of the rap game too, how do you think San Antonio is with the female rappers? How do you feel like on our female rappers in the game? How do you think that? Well, just our females in the music industry, period.
Boy, I swear, we got us some female rappers out here rap their ass off.
I know that's right.
I feel like the imagery of San Antonio just needs to keep getting pushed. And we just need to stay on their ass with this social media for nationwide acclaim.
Right.
Because
and Nationwide is on your side.
It's you know what I'm saying? We're going to get the whole Nationwide on our motherfucking side.
Right.
There's some young ladies down here rap their motherfucking ass off. Some of them rap slow. Some of them rap fast. Right. Some of them be rapping and in the middle of rapping, they just bust out and sang on your ass.
I know, I was about to say, some of them be saying they hard out, got that Mariah Carey.
Yeah, it's really some and I don't know everybody rap name. And I don't want to be shouting out people public name, but I'm gonna just say it's a lot. It's over like 10. It's over 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta sit here and make a list to talk favorites and none of that.
Especially and especially on the who the best rapper crap. In
I
San
push
Antonio,
that. I push that narrative.
Going.
I push that narrative. I love that narrative because it makes rappers stop being humble.
Right.
If you're a fucking artist and you think you're alive, stop being humble. I hate that shit.
Right.
Now I tattooed a music note on my neck.
Right.
I want you to know I do music.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
Like, nah, man, going on with that shit. Like, yeah, so my thing is, who
you
don't
just
think
really
they're the
pushing
best?
somebody to the full potential.
Who don't think they're the best, right?
Right.
So it's like when I say I'm the best, challenge that, and now we'll have some action. Then he challenge that, and then he'll have some action.
Right.
Because the society...
And no, it ain't no beef. Let me just say that ain't no rap beef or nothing. It's just two men who think they the best that just want to battle out like them folks.
Niggas don't fight after basketball games in the motherfucking NBA. How we gonna say we want to be professional rappers and then be in our feelings about losing a bitch ass battle? That's gay.
That's gay.
That's gay.
Yep, all the way gay.
Yeah.
2 gay.
Yeah.
4-way gay.
That's super happy and flamboyant.
Right.
Yeah, that's gay. You
Very
know what I'm saying?
gay.
Because you know the other kind of, they might fuck around and never mind. But nigga, I don't like that shit. That's whack. If you really think you live, just stand on it and be live. Win, lose, or draw. You'll bring out your best shit. People will hear you and you'll have fun in the process. You'll probably learn something.
Right. You'll gain a few more followers. Your platform will get a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? You'll find a few new people who like your stuff. You know what I mean? And then boom.
Hell yeah. It be motherfuckers lost American Idol doing better than the people who won.
Right, and shout out to that young boy who is an American Idol right now. I think he's from Wagner High School. I want to say, I could be
Man,
wrong.
I stopped watching that shit.
Yeah, there's a teenager from San Antonio on on American Idol right now.
He gonna win.
I bet you know it's crazy.
Yep,
I think he made it to the top 5.
Cause he from here, and we tired of motherfucking getting sat in the back seat when it come to music.
Right. You know, I had somebody told me to go to Austin for my comedy. I was like, what is I was like, don't get me wrong, Austin has a lot to offer me, but what is it? You know what I mean? Just because San Antonio wasn't made for you, don't mean it's made for me. Don't mean I'm not gonna come up in my city.
People be acting like San Antonio people don't look to go out, do shows, be entertained. Like we don't tune into podcasts. Like, nigga, we American, we human, nigga. What the fuck do you mean? Yeah. It's an audience for comedians here. It's an audience for rappers here.
Yep.
It's an audience, it's an audience for niggas who box and chunk hands down here.
I know.
Nigga, it's an audience.
Hold on.
It's 2 point some odd million.
Right.
And that's not counting immigrants and people who just moved here, don't got registered on the census.
Yep.
It might be 3.
Yep.
Nigga. You better find a fucking audience. Move to Austin for what?
It's too impossible not to have an audience here. We got too many people.
You just got to keep trying and not drop no trash shit.
That's it.
Don't drop no trash shit and refuse to be a fucking loser.
At all times.
You gotta refuse to be a motherfucking loser.
Even when you feel like failing, that you should be wanting to push 10 times harder then, especially when you feel like failing.
Failing is just a setback if your ass keep going because you didn't fail because the mission's not fucking over yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The mission not over yet. So you didn't fail because your ass got up and kept on going.
Right. Facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. But man, yeah, it's definitely been a ball. We've gotten a lot of free game on Put Your Big Girl Draws on Comedy podcast with TreTre BoutThat.
You goddamn right.
A big B&O with the Gorilla Drink in
with the
building.
Gorilla Drink.
Shout out, support a black business as well. You know what I mean? Thank you for being here, turning up with me. Definitely got a lot of free game. Learned a few new stuff, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the industry, because the podcast industry and the rap, just the music industry, we need each other.
Yeah.
We need each other.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that I've clicked to rappers so easily, because I want to help y'all build a platform just like y'all are helping me. Like,
we want to
I want to help you help me make it somewhere. You see what I'm saying? We got
to create a hub. It really starts with the podcasters and the radio.
A team.
Because, you know what I mean, popularity make money.
Right.
And the best way to get popular is to be friends, make relationships, establish relationships with people who do something besides exactly what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because then y'all ain't in the same category. Y'all pushing each other up and y'all never competing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my interviews with my artists. I love my different kind of musics. You know what I mean? I love it.
Damn right.
I love it. Right. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I've interviewed, tattoo artists and other stuff, but San Antonio has a lot of artists. A lot. There's just too many. Too many.
The rap game down here is gonna pop. I ain't finna front. It ain't really like no million gazillionaires that's trying to rap, but all it takes is for a nigga to go get him that studio, let them young niggas get in there and crank that shit out, pay an engineer, and then, make them sign some publishing deals and shit like that. Put them niggas on some shows and it'll go down because you'll have a whole circulation. Look at B&O.
Right, B&O, a whole big family.
We doing shows everywhere. We on all kind of shit. If Ace there, I'm there. If I ain't there, then South there, Jimmy that man, we deep.
There's somebody from the clique.
It's somebody always representing the art of our craft from our team.
Right.
So that's how it happens, and that's really how you finish that shit.
I mean, I ain't got a team yet, but I try to be here, and there.
Nigga, you is a part of the team. You're a part of the San Antonio rap culture team.
There you go.
You bigger than just a motherfucking label or a clique.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I'm Lele.
You Lele, goddamn me. They better recognize.
But yeah, man, and shout out to Mickey Sweet and DJ Baby Blue Diamond once again. We are live here at Put Your Big Girl Draws on Comedy Podcast and LA's Boom 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 Room Radio coming soon. We is home. We is live. We are loving it. It's a beautiful scene here. And I know y'all see the background. Boom. It's real. It's real.
The Boom Boom Room.
The Boom Boom Room.
Goddamn.
I can't wait to drop my radio show. Like I can't.
That shit is gonna be hard as fuck. You get you some songs that you like the most. You put them hoes in rotation. Get a DJ opinion or something. You fuck with Sandman, some shit like that.
I'm only gonna play San Antonio local artists. That's what kind of radio station I want.
That's what we need. Thank you.
That's what I want.
That's
the only thing I want to do.
We need a radio station that don't play nothing but us. It's so many of us to go around.
I mean, 98.5 The Beat could play King Kyle Lee any day, but I'm talking about like TreTre BoutThat or KG or you know what I mean, Black Mexico or
Goddamn me,
Miss JoJo.
Southwest real. Oh, Miss JoJo be going hard.
Man,
she be going hard.
For the freestyle, she top it on the females,
She be
man.
going hard.
She be going hard in the page. That's my girl. I love you.
Hell
love
yeah.
you. But yeah, man, like I only want to play local San Antonio artist music. That's it. I don't want to play nobody from Houston, Austin, none of that. Y'all got your own radio stations. Go do that there.
Man, no lie, on the real, fuck them radio stations.
No, for real.
Like they sit around here, they throw them shows, they get that bread, they had them summer fests and all that bullshit.
Right, they pay the radio stations.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They be taxing the local rappers to open. They do all kind of whole shit.
Right.
It doesn't really show consideration to the inner city
Right.
artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might do what you do, but you're a rap station not showing no love to the local rappers.
Right, and that's all I'm trying to do is just show my love, support you, support me. I'm just showing my love.
As a matter of fact, from now on, I'm boycotting the beat. They need to stop calling themselves a hip hop station. They need to call themselves a mixed music station.
And they need to stop doing them heartbeats at 10 o'clock because there ain't no real heartbeats no more.
They not even playing real rap and R&B. They need to cut that shit out and just go ahead and change that shit and stop using the hip hop and R&B category as a way to manipulate this motherfucking music system of ours.
Right, y'all sitting here playing rap artists who can't even really rap in the industry, and it's like, bro, we got people down here in San Antonio that could rap better than that. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just
making it too obvious.
Yeah, too obvious. But yes, that is a dream of mine. I am working on it. To open my own
room radio.
Yep. And I might have my own little radio station. Man, I'm gonna need all of San Antonio tune in. When I'm talking about, I'm playing nothing but local artist music. That's it. Like, I don't get me nobody from nowhere else but San Antonio.
You try to start with iHeart. I think they let people create their own stations.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna need people to start emailing and sending them links to the music so I can make my own iHeart radio station, Lays Boom 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 Radio.
Goddamn me.
Me. But that's been in the works. I thought about a month ago, and I was like, you know what? I don't know no other radio station that even plays local music
you
at
should
all.
definitely do that. And what that would do, that would create that good gap in separation between like where you can really hear these artists, see what they got going on, see where they promoting at,
right,
versus just like kind of being in like a music bubble to where all you hear is this mixed Hot 100 shit.
Right.
And like when a local rapper is like checking me out, you're like, damn nigga, you hot where you been? Nigga, I've been right here, but you been listening to 98.5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, I play some Lambo Warren, AJ Staggs. Like I said,
AJ Staggs got the #1 motherfucking song in South Africa, nigga.
Yep. Shout out to AJ Staggs. I had seen that earlier, man. That's what I'm saying. I will play nothing but local.
Why the fuck
music.
they ain't playing him in San Antonio where he lives?
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
Please answer that, San Antonio. Like somebody, please tag 98.5 to beat in this. I want them to hear this because y'all got to go.
What is wrong with them people?
Y'all got to go at all because y'all ain't playing what we want to hear indefinitely. That's real. Y'all ain't playing none we want to hear.
And other motherfuckers from other places want to hear it.
Right.
Obviously. We doing numbers, and it be numbers from other cities and other people ain't even met us in real life. That's how good the music is.
Right.
And they still don't want to show no love because they on that bullshit.
Boy, I tell you what, the only song that my son sings off of that radio station is that 1-800 Law Boss commercial. Swear to God, that's it. He'll be in the back. He'll be saying it with all his chest, too. He'll be like, 1-800 Law Boss. I'll be like, oh my
Law
God,
Boss?
Law Boss. Right.
Who's the Law Boss?
I don't know.
But that's a commercial that come on the radio?
Yeah, my son be quick to sing it before any of these songs come on.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, what? I thought
He's like, hold on, I'm about to go on YouTube.
I thought that was like a song.
You should name a song. Oh, you should name a song called Law Boss. Ooh, you should name a song called Law Boss.
And this the police on that hoe right now.
Right. The rap police. We about to evict y'all motherfuckers up out of here.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But man, most definitely. And like we said, we do have an event on the 25th.
That's a Thursday.
That's at Lux. Come out. There's going to be prizes. It's going to be freestyling. There's a lot of hard artists coming through. That's definitely going to be a dope event. I'm going to be in the house hosting interviews, the Gorilla Drinks, of course. And then I have another event on Sunday. This Sunday, the 21st.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe I can't remember exactly where it's at. I would have to look at the flyer.
See, that's how busy and booked we is down here. We gotta
Busy and
just
booked.
GPS it that day because we got something else going on the day before that.
We gotta double look at the
We
flyer.
busy out here, goddamn.
We working, you know what I mean? And then these motherfuckers make one rap song and be billionaires. Didn't not put no work into this, nothing, no blood, sweat, and tears, no money, make one hit song and then they rich.
Say, man, I ain't finna front. It's a lot of people out there that don't really rap good, but they got more money than people that rap good, so they get put at the front of the line. And that's okay because I don't give a damn.
Right. We don't give a
I'm not letting a
flying
nigga extort me to rap. I'm gonna invest properly and climb the ladder.
I know that's right. But man, appreciate you for being here. But yes, we do have those. Do you have any other events coming up? What other events that
Man,
you know
say,
got going on?
you know what? No lie. We live on the 25th, and then the day right after that on Friday, we live again. We opening, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a Kali event.
Oh,
Yeah.
the King Ali event. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
okay,
a Kali
okay.
event. We on that.
Okay,
And if
okay.
I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be 8800 Broadway. You know, that was an
That
old Broadway
looks-
bar. That
Oh,
was an
Broadway
old
bar. Man, that bar was
Yeah.
lit. That
Yeah.
bar was lit.
And it's still lit. It look good. We doing our best shit when we get up in that
And
motherfucker.
I tell you what, that's actually one club that we've been able to have in peace. Swear to God.
Hey man, it's certain niggas in there that's doing that officiating and yeah, they I know one nigga that be at the door. That nigga will powerbomb your ass in public.
And I think I know who you talking
Yeah,
about
that
too.
nigga is strong in the bitch. And he big to the point where like when I tell you like, man, don't fuck with the security, my nigga, he fight.
He a
niggas.
Michael or big.
Like-
He just pick you up and throw your ass.
Yeah, and but
Yep.
you know what? That's cool though, because sometimes you need a nigga like that just so everybody is on their best shit when they walk in that hole and they ready to have a
Right, we
good,
could
clean
go,
time.
chill, have fun, turn up. Ain't got to worry about nobody being shot. Everybody making it home safe. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's actually one club we've been so far able to peacefully have in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to go to no after hours, cause
Man, the police be waiting on niggas to leave them after hours and pull them over.
I'm gonna pull them over. The first time they see you swerving that lane, woo. Yep. You either going to jail or you getting a ticket.
Fuck that. You know what? I'll go to an after
Or you
hour.
running.
If they got me in that hole to rap and we doing some rap shit, we done locked in some business.
Right.
I definitely go to an after hour to rap. But fam, I don't really be in them kind of places, fam. Not even on no lame shit, but it's just like
Right.
the laws is so bad at that time of night that it's just like, nigga, I'd rather stay out their way.
Right.
For real. If I'm getting paid or, you know, we doing some music related shit, I'll be out there, but
Yeah, I don't trust no laws because when I was 13, I
Oh.
got somebody had set me up and then I had a
you
police.
see how it happened?
Yeah, somebody set me up and then a police officer, a Mexican police officer, had a gun pointed to my face and act like I sat there and just murdered somebody. So my trust for police ain't never happened. Like, and I was 13 at the time. You see what I'm saying? Had the gun pointed just like that to my face, like I
That-
just got done killing somebody after being set up.
There's never been a time when I've got pulled over or addressed by the laws to where, like, they wasn't done attending to their business
Right.
until they called a bunch of them.
Right.
And I was surrounded. And I thought it was going to be like some
I tell you what,
1961 shit.
You see the law, you know his little buddy not too far behind him. You see one little law, his other little buddy not too far behind him.
Yeah,
they
so
always rolling in
I
twos.
avoid that shit. I'm an artist now. I'm
Right.
a rapper now.
We ain't trying to take no L's. We tired of taking L's. That's why we trying to make it out.
Fam, I just bought a brand new Alfa Romeo. What the fuck I look like being somewhere where the law is gonna be tripping at?
Right,
I know I'm gonna get pulled over.
right.
I know I'm gonna get. They like, what this nigga doing in this? I work hard for mine, but man, say fuck all
Right,
that.
right. And see, that's what I said. They can't live you live in peace. Even when you working hard, you ain't bothering
That's
nobody.
one
You
of
ain't
the
commit no crimes.
On the real, the city go to sleep early. That's one of the things that fucks up our party scene.
Right.
The laws get to tripping and making the whole city lay down.
And you know that just
They like they done put the city be grounded after 3 a.m.
right, and that just made me come up with a good question in my head. So when you were locked up in prison, did y'all ever have any freestyle battles in prison? Did you meet anybody who also did rap? Of course, I'm pretty sure there's a few people in there.
I ain't finna lie. It's a bunch of niggas down there rap harder than a motherfucker.
Harder than motherfucker.
And you know what? A lot of niggas, they don't give a fuck about battling per se.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They more so about like writing dope ass songs and shit.
Right.
And you like have like verses and song offs and shit. But I mean, I battled a couple niggas, but man, it's niggas that done perfected that writing that song shit and hitting them songs. They be beating on that table, doing their thing and hitting their chest. Man, that shit live. It's talented niggas
I rap
down
battle
there.
you for them pack of noodles right there, son.
Say, you know what?
For them cookies.
When a motherfucker trying to get you to sound off and start to hitting your shit, when you really don't feel like rapping, you might charge him 2 soups. You know what I mean?
And shit,
Man,
that's what I'm saying.
Go give me 2 soups. I'll hit you 3 songs.
I know that's right, shoot. But that's what's up, man. Like I said, congratulations for being off of parole. Congratulations to all your goals that you have accomplished this year. You're doing big things, great things. I can definitely see you going far, far in the music industry. That's why I wanted this interview with you, just in case if me and you were to get famous. I'm like, nah, y'all wasn't there when we first started off, right?
Fuck around, Lele be a nigga publicist or some shit. I be like, nah, she got to get to come, nigga. She was dying for underground.
I'm the only one that conducts all the interviews.
Yeah, all that.
But is there anybody that you want to shout out before we end this interview?
I want to shout out B&O.
Big B&O.
And I want to shout out Wife Elvina. You're a princess. And I want to shout out motherfucking Sandman. I want to shout out 750. 750. I want to shout out goddamn Ken Lewis.
Shout out to Music Flicks too. I don't know if you know.
Music Flicks, holding it down.
Shout out to
you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out my nigga Greg the Barber. Somebody go call my nigga for a cut. He's litty.
Ooh,
if you can't get a hold of Greg, call Boss Trip. He's litty. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Him and Boss Trip do everything. T-shirts, haircut. I know they be.
Fam, you know what's crazy? I've lived in this city my whole life except when I didn't live in jail. So I could sit here and I could name niggas for like 30 fucking minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how deeply I'm sold into the city and how many people that have my back.
Right.
It ain't no shit on my name out here.
Right. And see, and that's what I love about it too. Like, and that's what I love about people don't ever hear anything about me unless it's something positive. Unless you a hater and you got something negative to say. But I don't be in nobody mess, nobody business, none of that to where somebody could say anything about me. All somebody could say is I be handling mine. I be handling business.
Oh, that shit old and over with, man.
Right. We too grown. Business. We too grown. We trying to make it out. Me and you trying to make it out. We just got 2 different paths. That's it.
Business.
Big business. Standing on business.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, shout out to everybody tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. We appreciate all our supporters. Shout out one more time to TreTre BoutThat.
Thank you. Shout out.
Big B&O. Don't forget to tap in to get the Gorilla Drake. They do got their own Gorilla Drake now. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the Gorilla Drake family.
Yeah.
Big dogs. Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we have the ones that's alcoholic too and non-alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? So either kind that you like, if you want Kool-Aid for the kids at the barbecue, and you know, you want yours to be a little different, you know what I'm saying? You just let us know. And
put a little bit of razzle-dazzle.
Man, it's fucking delicious and nutritious.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're going to have the food if you get the munchies after drinking that one with the liquor. You good.
Yeah.
You good. I know that's right.
Damn right.
Yeah, because y'all always putting events together. Somebody's either cooking or, you know what I mean, just put in big family, like family community.
I got a big
together.
bro.
Right.
His name is Jermichael Ferguson.
Shout out to, he's watching
we
right
call
now.
this nigga J Ferg.
J Ferg.
This nigga so live with the barbecue, he can party, be in the festivities, jump around on the stage, and your barbecue still don't be fucking burnt or undercooked.
That sound like a good stepdaddy or daddy.
This motherfucker is amazing.
That sound like a good daddy.
Man.
I might have to have him come
that
over here
nigga
and
go
barbecue
hard.
for me one
I
day.
told him start his own catering service.
Ooh, you know what? And that's another good thing that San Antonio has a lot of. We have a lot of good food trucks, cater services, restaurants. Shout out to Alamo City Addiction, my big brother Troy, my sis Laura. Yeah, it's a lot of good food places here, too.
We like to eat down here.
Shout out to my homeboy Sam's Burger. You know what I mean?
We like to eat. Even the bony niggas eat a lot down here.
Uh-huh.
We like to eat down here.
Even though they be on them drugs, but yeah.
That's probably what make them eat so much and still be bony.
And still be bony,
You never know.
Yep. Be running it from the police.
But it looks good on them, though.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
But thank you for everybody tuning in. Shout out to San Antonio for tuning in. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. And we in here, we lit.
Give me some dab one more.
And you are the and he is the first official artist to step foot in Lay's Boom 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 Radio now. We are officially in a studio. Yeah. So man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Soulja Boy when you blow up. I'm gonna be like, I was the first nigga over there in the studio, nigga.
Yep. And then, and we ain't lying about it. It's trademark, you know what I mean? All of that. So,
Yeah.
But, man, definitely, I appreciate you. This was definitely fun. A really good episode, a lot of free game, a lot of good game.
It was a pleasure.
It was
a pleasure.
Man, yep, we turned up in here.
We got to express and invest.
Express yourself. Hold on, what's that song?
I'm expressing with my full capabilities.
Hey.
Yeah, that nigga wrecked that hoe.
Oh, I thought he was finna start hitting it. I was finna say,
well, I'm going to start hitting it. I'm going to start getting it.
Right.
Rhyming off the... Yeah, never mind.
Hold on. We was going so... We
come
can't do
to
too
the
much.
battle. You'll see much more.
Hold on, we can't give out too much. But yes, come check us out on the 25th. 25th, I think the show starts at 9
p.m.
9 p.m., you know what I mean? Doors open at 8, you know what I mean? Tickets at the door. Buy your way in. Come chill. Turn up.
Good drink specials. So you can laugh when I clown a nigga good and tipsy.
Yep, and just don't forget, your Gorilla Drinks will also be in the building.
Amen.
Shout out. All right, y'all have a good night. Lele, and then TreTre.
Hold up, big baby. Yeah. Whew. We do it all for the culture. Artists, business owners, yeah. You can forget what they told you. We the ones taking over, yeah. This for the grown and sexy. This for the ones who flexing. This for the people that keep it 100, yeah. This for the ones investing. Ain't no judgment here.